Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy. I'm back. I decided to vlog because yesterday was crazy. Yesterday I had two signings and they were both within 20 minutes of each other. So I told the signing service, like, hey, I noticed that my second appointment documents aren't loaded yet. And that appointment was at 1 and the first appointment was at 11:30. So I said, when I leave my 11:30, I'll just shoot up to my 1 o'clock appointment, because I called and confirmed with them and told them, hey, I'll be in the area, blah, blah, blah. 10:30 got here and docs still weren't loaded. So I called, like, hey, I have this appointment at 1, documents are still not loading. What's going on? She's like, yeah, well, we're just waiting on them to send them over. As soon as they send them over, we'll upload them. And mind you, where I was going was a good 40 minutes from my house. So I said, okay, cool, whatever. Still didn't come. I said, I'm starting to come back. So I went to my first signing. As soon as I got in the driveway, I got the email that the docs were loaded to be printed. I was over it, because then I have to finish with them, drive all the way back home, print those, and come all the way back out, which I was over it. It was like, but nevertheless, I got it done. The second thing that I do want to point out that I've seen people do, some people who have SUVs or big enough cars, they actually have printers set up in their cars. So when things like that happen, they can just print from the car and they'll be on their way, which is something that I'm going to look into, because I felt like if I had a mobile printer, I could have easily just done that and just went on about my day. But then again, I like to go over my documents. I like to make sure I have everything there. If I have any questions about anything, make sure there are no mistakes. So that's something I'm going to look into in the future. I definitely said I do want to get an SUV for work purposes, because I don't want to keep driving this car every day, because I'm not keeping it. I know I'm going to want something new in 3 to 4 years. So yeah, so that's my other end goal, is I probably next month start looking at like a SUV just for when I'm doing work like this, especially if it's busy day. It's a busy day and it's back-to-back signings, and say for instance I don't have documents loaded, I can just have a printer running with my laptop, move the back in the trunk, and then print from there. Because people have that. So I'm gonna look and see who has that, because I've seen that, just don't know where. I feel like it was in one of those Facebook groups I'm in. But if I find it, I'm definitely gonna screenshot it and put a picture in the video so you all can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I just finished work, my full-time job. I got approval to drop off some documents that I had printed. No, documents I had got signed over the weekend. They wanted scan backs, so then I had to wait for them to approve the scan backs for me to ship them. So I'm about to drop those off now at the FedEx store, run home, and then get ready for my signing that I have tonight at 7. I definitely vlogged that as well. So this is typically what a day is when I have signings after work, when it's not a weekend. But yeah, so I will catch you all back when I am getting ready to go on my signing tonight. All right. Okay. I'm in the car, headed to my signing. Yeah, it's 40 minutes away, so it's not too bad. GPS said I'll get there right at 6:50, which is 10 minutes before my appointment, because the appointment's at 7. Like I say, I always like to get there early, just to set up. Sometimes I tell them I need valid ID, please have that ready. If it's not ready, so give them time to go looking, because I'm trying to be in and out. Whew. So I'm back. That one was okay. Had some little, no big problems. It was just a lot of questions, and we had to end up calling the loan officer because the wife's name, for some reason, her name wasn't on certain pages. So we had to call them, and I just had to make sure they was like, yeah, that's fine. Just have her sign on this page and initial. Because again, as a loan signing agent, we are not licensed attorneys. We're not attorneys. We're just here to preside over the signing. So basically, you know, point, sign, explain the document, point and sign. It's basically it. Any other questions they have outside of that, then we need to call the loan officer so they can speak with them and they can give them or answer whatever question they have. For instance, if they ask me what do I think this is a great interest rate, legally I can't say yes or no. My thing is 9 times out of 10, if your interest rate is 3.5 and you know right now people are getting 2.8, common sense will tell you that's what. But you know, you'd be surprised. But yeah, other than that, it was cool. So I might get something to eat out near Lake Norman, which is a really nice area. So I think I may grab something to eat, because I don't have to rush back, because these documents, they don't have to get dropped off till tomorrow. So I'm in no rush to get home. So yeah, I'll check it out later. So scratch that. I saw this restaurant, which I love seafood. So I decided to stop here first, get something to eat before I head back home. So yeah, scratch that lake view. Guess I'll take Boston out and then relax the rest of the night, edit this video. Just another day in the life of a loan signing agent, what have you. But yeah, that's a typical weekday after 5 type signing. I only do one of these after 5. I can't do 2 in the same day unless it's within 10 of each other. But one like this, I'm done. But yeah. Well, I will see y'all when I get home. And that's gonna be a wrap. Alright, so I'm finally back home. Just signed into the signing services to notify them that I completed the signing, that I'm good to go. So at this point in the morning, like I said, I'm gonna drop it off at the FedEx, and that's it. I'm about to go relax, chill for the rest of the night, probably watch some other YouTube videos, which is the norm for me. So you know how it goes. Until the next video, like, subscribe, share, and then I will be back with another video next week. Don't know what it'll be about, but probably signing services, or I may go ahead and jump into the pay one, but hit that notification bell so you do know when I do post my next one what it will be about.